Hey, what's up? So I have it's so beautiful, such a beautiful day. This is day one officially in Spain. I had to make like a little situation here, my little tripod with my a vase and a book, just so that I can put the camera down and be able to talk to you guys. So basically, this episode of the Vocal Experience will be focusing on visas. So I'll be talking about visa applications for the Schengen region, for Africans in general and South Africans in particular. If you are European, American, you're from the New Zealand region, Australia, the Australias, South America, I think, I'm not really 100% sure, but I know for a fact that Africans in general, South Africans in particular, this video is for you, basically, for the Schengen region. I'm going to be telling you what you need, how long the visa takes, how much it costs, what documents you need to submit with your visa application. Before I do that, I will say I did a video a while ago of 10 European countries South Africans can travel with one visa. I'll link it either up here or down below, but the video is going to be there. And in that video, I chose 10 European countries that you can travel with this visa that I'm about to give you information about. And I covered accommodation prices, so how much a hotel will cost. I also covered food, how much it will cost for you to eat, etc. So please check that video out along with this video, because they kind of go hand in hand. That video does have information about the Schengen visa and the Schengen region. However, this video will be much more up to date with that information. So if you are African in general and South Africans in particular, you will need a Schengen visa to travel to any of the countries in the Schengen region. I'm talking about Spain, which is where I am, France, Italy, most of Eastern Europe. England is no longer in the Schengen region because they're no longer in the European Union, and Ireland is not in the European Union. So most of the other countries basically in Europe you'll be able to travel to with this one visa. I'm going to list all of them in the description below, so just look at them and pick whichever country you want to travel to and then apply for the visa. So straight into the visa information. So the first thing you'll need obviously is your passport, and your passport has to be valid for at least 6 months from the day of your intended travel. If your passport is not valid for at least 6 months from the day of your intended travel, it might give you some issues with immigration. They may let you in because some of them are a little bit lenient, but some of them will be very strict and say, sorry, no can do, we can't let you in because your passport will expire in 4 months or 5 months. So make sure that your passport has got at least 6 months validity before the day of your intended travel. That's number one. Number two, you need to visit any of the VFS global application centers. They have got they've got like 4 or 5 in South Africa. I know there's one in Cape Town, there's one in Pretoria, there's one in Durban, and there's one in Johannesburg. So that's 4. You need to visit any of the VFS application centers. You can Google their addresses depending on where you live or where you're closest to. Okay, so there's one in Johannesburg, Durban, Cape Town, and Pretoria. And you need to make the application at least 90 days before the day of your intended travel. Okay, so you can't say I'm going to apply on the 14th of July and I'm leaving month ending the 30th or 29th of July. It's not going to work. Okay, you need to give them at least 90 days. And the reason why you need to give them 90 days is because if they need more information from you, it gives them more time. It gives you at least more time. If they need more information from you, if they need more documentation, if they need more evidence from you, if there is anything that you need to clarify with them, that 90-day gives them enough time to process your application thoroughly and for them to give you a decision, like a more appropriate or a good decision basically in terms of where your visa application is. If you don't give them that time, then they might say, no, we can't give you the visa because we don't have enough time to investigate this or to get this document or to verify this. So you need to give them that 90 days, right? Okwesibini, you also need obviously passport sized photos to go with your visa, and also you need to pay them, I think it's 1,550. So yeah, the application itself is 1,550. I checked this is the most up-to-date information. and it will take about 15 days for them to process your application. So even though they need 90 days before your application and your date of travel, it usually takes them about 15 days if everything goes well and smooth anyway. And then in 15 days you should, in theory, have a response from them. If you're not hearing anything from them and it's past 15 days, get in touch with them and ask them, the status of your application. Maybe there's a hold up, maybe there's an influx of applications, etc. I hope you guys can hear me. It just became windy all of a sudden. And what else do you need? So you need to give them your passport, a valid passport for at least 15 days. You need to pay them 1,550 for the application. You need passport photos, but also you need proof that you have every intention of returning to either your country of birth or your country of departure. And there's a lot of information you can give them to prove that you have every intention of returning back to your country. Number one is proof of return flights. So when you apply for your visa, it's always good to apply for your visa after you've booked your flights. I know it sounds a bit contradictory. Is contradictory even a word? I don't know. But anyway, it sounds a bit like a contradiction, right? But you need to show them that you have every intention of returning back to your country. And one of the first things, one of the most reliable things is a return flight. So you need to show them that you have booked your return flight to return to your country. That's number one. Number two, you need to show them that you've got commitments in your country that you need to return to. So bangabuya renta, for instance, you need to show them, submit your rental agreement with your landlord, preferably with the time, like the timeline or the like bayizophelelwa nini tenancy agreement that has got the dates, that you are a tenant from this date and it is subject to a renewal on this date, like something that will show them that you have got a commitment of accommodation to go back to, right? So tenancy agreement. If bangaba there's someone up there. If you have what is the thing? Oh yes, if you own your own house and you have got a mortgage that you're paying, so you can show them that from the bank that you have a house and you have a mortgage that you're paying. If you're employed, you have to get a letter from your employer to show them that you have got employment commitments to return to. If you're self-employed, show them some sort of proof, your business registry, how long your business has been running, etc., just to show them that you have got a business to go back to. Bangaba unomdana usesikolweni, get a letter from the school to show that umdana akho usesikolweni and mhlambi has been at that school for such and such a period of time, etc. That's just to prove that unomdana is South Africa and you have to return home because umdana usesikolweni. Yabo? Things like that, like those type of commitments that you have back home to show them that you will be returning. Okay, and then you submit all of that information. Also, by the way, get police clearance as well, because no country will want to take somebody who has either a criminal record or an unspent criminal record. So get a police clearance if you need to. I don't think it's necessary, but I think it's going to help your application to get a police clearance. So get that done as well and submit it as well. I don't think I'm forgetting anything else. I think those are the main things that you need basically to apply for your Schengen visa. And then put in your application, and then 15 days later, if everything goes well, you should hear back from them. So that's basically it. Okay, don't forget to check out the video that I did I was talking about earlier on, of 10 European countries South Africans can travel with only one visa. It's the Schengen visa. This information is also available there, but that one is like 3 years old, and this is the more up-to-date information. I think that's all the information. I've not said this in such a long time, but thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Vuka Experience. Until next time, wake up and travel. Boom. No, you're okay.